F-150 that ran from 2009 to 2014 is a decade old at this point. At least my 2014 is. So if you have one of the earlier F-150s, it's already been showing its age for a while. The cover that goes from park neutral drive, that is falling apart. Basically, you touch it and it breaks. We also recently got a product from One Car Stereo that enabled my Sync 3 upgrade that takes wired Android Auto and makes it wireless, which got me thinking, I could really use a wireless charger. Well, thanks to our friends over at Boost Auto, we got a free wireless charger. So between my shifter, the wireless charger, the new Smart AI box that we got given, it was time to upgrade the full interior of the F-150, and that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, my Bronco already got an exterior update, which there's still more updates to come, don't you worry. However, the interior of Devin's truck does need an update. Like we said, it is 10 years old. It's time, and I'm excited. I know very little about what we're doing today because he has kept it a secret from me.
So let's go ahead and get started as we start to show Erica and you some of these things that we'll be doing today.
Let's go.
So one of the things that we're going to be installing is this Lincoln Navigator shifter bezel.
Why a Lincoln Navigator?
Well, I just wanted to be different and I thought it was cooler. The font is a little bit different. As you can see, it's like a more, I would say, sharper, more refined font. The lights that show you which gear you're in, the shape of the light's a little bit different. We also have some LED bulbs that we're going to be putting in this to make sure they're nice and bright because the factory bulbs are pretty dim. And I just think it's going to give a little differentiator from my truck versus all the other F-150s out there. And actually, one of the reasons I even started looking at getting a new bezel was because you can't buy this little belt thing. The belt part is broken on mine. However, you can't just buy the belt, so you got to buy the whole assembly. So why not go with something that looks a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's part one of our new shifter assembly that we're going to put together today. Part two of our new shifter assembly is a new shift knob.
Oh.
So what do you think of that?
We've replaced shift knobs before, and obviously this is like nothing I've ever seen us do with a shift knob because the shift knob that we replaced was the BMW Z3, and that one was just a pull and pop on the new one. So,
well, you might just be surprised about how easy it is to install this. I want to tell you, this is not from a Ford F-150. Can you guess what vehicle it's from? If this is from a Lincoln Navigator, this is from a Ford
Explorer?
Close, Expedition.
Dang it! Why a Ford Expedition instead of an F-150?
They mostly made all silver, all chrome shift knobs for the F-150s. However, the Expedition, the F-150, the Navigator, I'm sure I'm missing a couple, all shared the same transmission. So a lot of these parts, at least I'm hoping.
Hope. Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane.
Are interchangeable, so we're going to find out today. But everything that I could look based off pictures looks like this should be a straight swap. But that's why if I wanted an all black shift knob, even though it's actually probably this is from my base Expedition, it's not from like one of the higher trims. If I wanted an all black shift knob, that's where I needed to go to get it.
Okay, makes sense.
Well, you can't just put on a new all black shift knob and a new shifter without leather covers. So these just replace the leather right there. So we get all new leather.
Oh, see, I just thought you were going to keep the old ones. But now that you're showing me you have...
I'm basically going to have it all new, all black shift
That
knob.
looks really good.
First thing that we need to do is we're going to take off this little seat cover here. That's super easy. I got our pry tool, and we're just going to pop this down right under here. And just like that, we should be able to lower it. And do you want to go ahead and set that maybe by your feet?
Yeah, that was easy so far.
We've taken that off when we did the Sync 3.
Yeah.
Upgrade. So now there should be parts that are along here. All right, lifted that up. So all I did was I grabbed it from the sides by the cup holder and the shifter, and I just lifted it up. We're gonna put the car into run. So we're not starting the engine, we're just getting power so I can move the shifter. We're gonna put e-brake is on, so we ain't gonna roll back.
Okay.
We're gonna put it into neutral here. And then, do I have a connection? Nope, no connection on the back side of this. Ooh, penny. And this is out of the way. There you go.
Scared the crap out of me, but it's out of the way.
Now that we have the center console out, we're gonna pop off these guys. Actually, can I do it from the... Well, you know what? Normally, I'd probably try to do it from the back, but because we're replacing this chrome piece, I'm not too worried about scratching it.
Okay.
You know, another reason to get rid of the chrome part of the shifter
Scratching.
is apparently these bubble too.
They bubble.
Yeah, like the coating or whatever, like starts to bubble and peel and looks awful.
Oh.
I just, even when I got the truck, I felt like it felt pretty cheap. Oof. Yeah, see?
It's digging in right away.
Yeah.
Can I see the
All
pry
right,
tool?
so let's be careful. Yeah. So that is a good note. If you're going to keep your shift knob, be careful because you can dig into the shifter. Luckily, what did I say? I said I'm not too worried about it because we're changing this out. But if you want to keep your shift knob, be very careful because it does indeed indent. We're going to unscrew these 2 screws on the side of the shift knob. So we're trying to remove the shift knob, but as you can see, there's cables here that as you pull on that are connected to the vehicle. So we need to unplug this first. And then there's one more under here that we'll get to that will allow us to slide this up and over. There you go. Nice. Now that we've gotten these 2 connectors off, we should be able to slide this guy right off. There you go. Now the other part of this is getting this off here. Let's see. Oh, we still have one little hook.
We do?
On this guy? Well, because I need to get him off.
The white piece?
I need the black piece off of the white
Got
one.
it.
And he's hooked right. Oh, I think. Where else am I hooked at?
I got.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Da-na-na-na-na. Dramatic reveal. Okay, so this is the part that's broken. So you can see that this just like falls apart.
Do I need to try with my smaller fingers?
Yeah, your smaller fingers might be better for this, to be honest with you. Oh.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh. Oh.
So
Okay.
I did it from underneath. That's the trick. Okay, so you
Got
do it from
it.
underneath. All right, let's go ahead and try to swap out these bulbs here. Can you get those open?
Yeah.
So they should come right out. At least that's what I was hoping for. Oh, they do. They just need some finesse. Old and new, so let's go ahead and try out these new LEDs. Nice. Nice and bright.
Yeah, so they look more yellow on camera, but they are like a nice bright white.
Erica is attempting to disconnect the old lights, and she did it. So right now, we just installed these LEDs, but our Lincoln Navigator has this fancy LED bar. So we're gonna see, should we keep the new little LEDs or should we switch to the LED bar and see if it even works with the F-150? So she's gonna go ahead and plug it in real quick because we disconnected the ones in the back there. And we're gonna turn on the truck and we're gonna see how well that light bar works.
We tested this LED light bar and it really was not bright at all, especially not compared to these bulbs that we did earlier. So what we decided we're going to do is we are going to unplug the light bar. There's little clips right here that looks like that it'll pop right out the light bar. We'll plug in the lights with the new bulbs that were part of the old base. And then we'll twist them in because they do have spots for the bulbs to twist in at because they are much, much brighter than the light bar.
And plus, we don't have to
Try to get that.
keep trying to unplug the old LED bulb or the old bulb connector. So, because this one came with it, but when we take out the light bar here, we can just use the one that's already in the truck from the old factory bezel. Oh, you got that disconnected?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and try to take out the light bar there. I don't even think you need that.
I do because of my nails.
No.
There you go.
Okay,
That's
and
out.
that's now disconnected. So,
Yep.
Oh, can we see it actually through the side here?
Yeah, you can. It actually looks like I don't know if I'm crazy. It looks like an older bulb. I'm going to plug this back in down here because
Yes.
we need that now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's way brighter.
That's way brighter. So that's going to be way more worth it. I'm going to go ahead and place this. Make sure everything is straight.
But we don't want to secure it.
Yeah, it's not secured. Promise it's not.
So we need the 2 cables for the shifter out here. So is this one of them?
That is one of them.
Where's the other one?
Right here. So.
Yep, feed the wires through.
Okay, that's in. And then
That was the one that gave you trouble earlier.
Yep.
There you go. Almost.
Oh, yeah.
Got it? Okay.
Luckily, so we're screwing it in because these are fairly easy to take out if necessary, if we need to adjust something. Hopefully we don't need to adjust anything, but if we have to, it'll be fairly easy.
Yeah, that corner's not down.
I know.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, are the
And now
sides?
the light is on park.
Okay.
So now it's correct.
Are they all locked on that side?
Yes.
Okay, so it's all secured.
Yeah. Okay, so, yep, that's on.
Go into reverse. One.
Oop.
Nope.
That's reverse.
Neutral. Neutral. Drive. Manual. Second. One. And then.
There you go.
Okay. And lights are on.
Lights are on.
Expedition shifter working, the Lincoln Navigator shifter bezel, and complete with what I'm referring to as the base, which is that base part underneath the whole bezel. We swapped it in, so it was basically actually a whole direct swap. If you wanted the light bar, you could run it. The connector was the same. We went with some Amazon LEDs, and I will leave the link down below for those so you know exactly which ones to get because they look nice and bright. Either way, so far, so good.
Yeah.
Oof, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
So I had to pull this one out because it wasn't fully aligned, and these little ridges right here snap. So we're gonna go ahead and put some super glue in them real quick to get them rigid again before we install them. So let's do that. And I'm gonna try the other side here.
Okay.
Okay, that one went in much easier.
Of course it did.
So we have our leather shift knob, we have our leather steering wheel, and then you put your elbow right here and it's plastic, right? It doesn't feel very good. So I went to the budget place of the interwebs, aka eBay, and I bought this. I'll go ahead and give this a feel.
Feels better.
It's better, right? However, this was supposed to be all black. Erica, does that look all black?
No, the stitching is white.
No, it doesn't. Exactly. So I contacted the seller and I said, hey, send me the all black one. And guess what? They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You can return it if you want. So instead of going through that hassle, because I do like, you know, it looks pretty good, I decided, well, what can I do? I do like the feel of the leather. I don't want the plastic feeling. I went to eBay and I got this leather red stitching cover that will go, I believe it actually goes this way.
Yeah.
That will go on the existing console. Obviously not like that, but you can see kind of the layout there.
Yeah.
It was cheap, so it will be interesting to see the quality of it, but from just eyeballing it, it looks like it's a pretty good fit. I'm thinking, since in case this project goes horribly wrong, because neither I or you have ever done this, instead of trying to just reupholster this one that we have in the truck, if it all goes well, we can keep this as a backup, and then we can actually throw the new skin on top of the new arm cover. What do you think of that?
Yeah, we can totally give that a try. As it is, the stitching on here is not that great anyway. So like you said, instead of trying to put that on here, which does make me a little bit nervous because I felt like if I'd mess up, I'm done for.
Yeah.
If I put it on here and I mess up, we still have this guy.
Yeah. So you can see here that the stitching on the white one, it's like they just went as fast as possible. So even though this one with the red stitching is still kind of cheap, it actually looks a little bit better. So the only kind of downside to this is this one, the white one, has a little bit of foam padding. This one does not. However, I bought you some foam, so I got you a new project. If you want to work on wrapping this console for me, I'm gonna keep on working on installing the wireless charger.
I'm going to do the best that I can.
All right.
That's all we can do.
All right. So let's get to work.
Let's do it.
So we finally made some progress. It took quite a while, but this guy is ready to come right off. Okay, that actually feels, I'm pretty impressed with myself right now so far. See, and this is where we would do some stapling. But the issue with the stapling is the fact that we don't have the correct size staples to be able to do what we really need to do. So we kind of can't do stapling. I had to clean up a sticky mess, but we were able to use some Goo Gone, which actually really seemed to do the trick. Thank goodness, because I was so mad because I was like, it's finally starting to look good. We are good to continue kind of pulling and tweaking and getting this where it should be.
While Erica goes and works on the new armrest cover, I'm going to go ahead and start disassembling a few more things that we need to do to install the Boost Auto wireless charger. Now we are going to run the wiring for the wireless charger to the back of the console. These two ports right here are going to go to the back of the center console. So we're going to take our gray connector from the Boost Auto harness, and we're going to plug that into the 12 volt down there, and then we'll take that guy and plug it in to this guy right here. Now it's time for the fun part. We are going to take our center console and we're going to put the wireless charger right here. That's the mat. It's going to fall out, so I'm going to set that aside real quick. All right, 3 coils. That's pretty cool. So there we go. There's the wireless charger. And then once we get it installed in the vehicle, you throw the little mat down, and it's going to look like that. So we're running into a little bit of a pickle. Although the F-150 shifter looks almost identical, and when we took them off, everything, it connected physically the same. So this is on there, no issues, but we went to put on this last piece of the center console, and it's rubbing on the sides a little bit, and there's actually a full gap right here. No way. We're still gonna have the gap, but it's fitting. You know how your Bronco has a badge? What if I did one that had like a trimmer badge or something right there to cover that gap?
Yeah.
Okay. We are back. It is a week later, and it was a week of problem solving. Last time you saw, we had the shifter in here from the Lincoln Navigator, but it was not fitting until we took the silver trim that was around here out, and then the silver trim would not go back. Well, today is the day because we have the final bezel that I 3D printed, painted, and we're gonna be installing it to top off this shifter conversion. I actually added the prongs that the factory bezel uses. So we have 2 that hook in the back, and then there's 2 on the sides. So I'm actually gonna push it in from the back side. And Erica, I got something to tell you. This exact one I haven't test fit.
Oh.
So we're just gonna hope it goes in there just right. Ready?
Yep.
You ready? Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh, it's tight.
But there's nothing wrong with tight. I think it looks really good, honestly.
Now I get to sit back and admire Erica's work on the console cover. And you know, Erica, for never doing real upholstery work, it looks pretty good.
Thank you.
Yes, there are a little bit of bumps, but you know what? It just looks worn in. So it looks good, and my elbow will appreciate it whenever I'm driving. Since doing my Sync 3 upgrade kit, this Sync by Microsoft badge really isn't that applicable. And you know what? I was like, what else could go there that looks cool? Well, I went online and I actually came across a Ford Performance badge, and I thought, that's pretty cool, but it's meant for the side of a car. It's like 6 inches wide. So I went into Fusion 360 and I made my own version of that Ford Performance badge, and I just scaled it down to the Sync by Microsoft badge, and we're gonna go ahead and install that now. On the back of the Sync Microsoft badge, there was actually some adhesive here, and that's what holds this in place. So although it has alignment holes, the actual secure mechanism is adhesive. So we just cut up some 3M VHB tape and we stuck that on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel that off and insert it so we can get this mounted.
Wow, that looks really good. There you go.
And another step to modernizing this interior is the wireless charger by Boost Auto. And you know what? It was a pretty easy install. Yes, I did have to move the console to tap into power in the back for the 12 volt, but you know what? It was actually a lot easier than I had expected, and I have a factory looking wireless charger right in the front, right where all the new F-150s and cars put their wireless charger right there in the front. It looks good, it looks clean, and it really matches the aesthetic that I'm going for with the interior of my truck. There's just one more thing to go. Can you take a guess as to what it is?
Is this something to do with your steering wheel?
Yep, we have a new steering wheel.
Oh!
Yep, so now we're gonna do a steering wheel install, and Erica, we don't just have any steering wheel. Guess what steering wheel we have? You know, I've actually said this in one of our previous videos. So
is it a Raptor?
Yes, we have a Raptor steering wheel going in the trimmer, so time to do that. My trimmer, which is based off the FX4, has like these shiny gloss black sides right here, and the Raptor one kind of has more of a base style, so it's a flat black. Well, I don't mind it too much, because it kind of does match the new shift knob that we got going on. I wouldn't mind transferring over my gloss black ones to make it more unique. I know on the Mustang, these are interchangeable. On the new F-150s, they have little trim pieces. But when I looked at this, it kind of looks like one whole piece. Other than that, the Raptor one is definitely a bigger upgrade in my opinion. We already disconnected the battery for the F-150. It's been a few minutes, so now we're gonna remove the airbag so I can take the old wheel off and put the new one in. I went along all holes, the left side, the bottom, and the right, and then it releases the airbag, but it's still attached because we have some wires back here that we need to disconnect. There we go. Okay, that's one.
Okay.
Got that one. Gray on the left, black is on the right. All right, that one's released. Right. Got it. So I slid it up and off the side right there. Okay. So now I'm gonna go place this safely outside the vehicle with the bottom like that. All right, we got our T50 bit to go on our 3/8 ratchet. I think it's ready to come out. Okay, Got the bolt out right here. We'll set it down here for now. Okay, so there's one more connector I need to take off, this guy right here. And I think he's just a latch on the top. Let's see if that works. Yes. Okay, so he's attached to the steering wheel, I think. Let's see. Okay, straight off. So then when I put the new wheel in, I just go straight on. The Raptor steering wheel has a nice leather, you know, it's not 10-year-old leather, and it has the thumb rest built in for your thumbs, which the standard F-150 wheel does not. And just one thing that I like is the fact that it has this red accent stripe right here because it complements the Tremor interior and the FX4 interior very well. Let me get that connector, that big gray connector back in there. With some finesse. Okay, he's in there. That's it. Okay, you did it. We have our wheel on there. It's nice and firm, nice and snug. And now it's time to put the airbag back and we're all done. There, come on. There you go, he's on there. Then we have our black right there. And then our gray right here. And that was super easy. Now we just align the little holes on the bottom here. Let's see here. Ta-da! I was gonna slide forward, but I don't have power. So let's just admire all the work that we did. We got the new console, we got the new shifter, the new shift knob, the new shift bezel, the new steering wheel, the new wireless charger. It feels like a new truck in here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you got a little bit of inspiration. We will catch you guys in the next video.
Bye, guys.